Hi, I'm Pietro Melillo. I was born in a little city called Casamassima near Bari in Puglia region in Italy. And I have a bachelor and master in physics and a PhD in environmental engineering from the University of Bari and the University of Basilicata, respectively. I came to North America in 2012 as a visiting PhD student at the Seismological Laboratory at Caltech in Pasadena, California. And I started with a 3 months visit, which then extended to an 8 months visit at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory at the NASA laboratory in Pasadena, California. And then basically since then I never left. Once I finished my PhD in Italy, I applied for the NASA postdoctoral program. I wrote my own proposal and I got it funded. So I spent 2 years as a postdoc at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And then after that, I've been hired as a scientist there for a couple of years. I spent a year as a research scientist at the University of California, Irvine in the Earth Science Department. And then since August 2021, I'm assistant professor at the University of Houston in Texas. And I'm in the Geosensing System Engineering department. I work with a technology called synthetic aperture radar, which is capable of monitoring millimetric displacement of our planet Earth. And I apply this methodology to the cryosphere, the study of cryosphere and how this affects sea level rise and climate change, but also how can we use effectively synthetic aperture radar to monitor critical infrastructures such as bridges and dams. The favorite part of my job is the pleasure of research. I've been studying all these data for years, and the moment the results pop up on the screen, that gives me the pleasure because I'm the only one knowing that specific aspect or the new scientific discovery, and that pays me back of years of research. Now, of course, I love teaching as well, and I like to see the students that I advise to be successful and thrive in their research path. Well, I would say come and do an internship with me because the fact of coming to North America for doing an internship, it's a life-changing experience. The most exciting direction of my field is the fact that we now have more and more synthetic aperture radar satellites that are launched around the Earth. And these will enable us to observe for the first time new physical phenomena that characterize our planet Earth. And this opens up to a new set of discoveries. Also, the possibility of sending these satellites and sensors to visit other planets such as Venus or Saturn, it makes me really excited. The biggest fear I have about my field of research is the fact that we have some established data processing techniques that are now a standard. And I fear that scientists in my field will actually get stuck on those standardized data processing techniques, and they close their mind about new possibilities and new ways of processing our data to gain value and knowledge. In 10 years, I see myself expanding my knowledge to other fields. When I arrived at JPL, I was exposed to the ISNAF Foundation. And I met up with a bunch of co-workers that actually helped me understanding how important was my research. And then after a while, I realized that ISNAF provides a lot of opportunities for Italian scientists in North America. And I published in that period, it was 2019, a study that had some resonance worldwide, and it was about this new discovery of a physical phenomena that characterize glaciers in Antarctica. I decided to participate to the ISNAF Anna Maria Molterni Prize in Physics. So I filled out my paperwork, I described the work that I've been doing for the past 5 years during my PhD and postdoc, and that's how I won the prize. And so fast forward August 2021, when I moved to Houston at the University of Houston, I met a couple of friends, Italian friends, and we decided to start the West South Central ISNAF chapter. So we worked together in setting up events or help Italians, such as can be interns or postdoc that just arrived in the United States and need help with adapting to a different culture like the North American one. When I go back to Italy, I like to connect with my family. I like food, and I like the beautiful places that Italy has to offer. The Italian diaspora is a loss for Italy because the government spends resources to teach and to educate students that then do not have the possibility of coming back. So it is really important to have a chance to spend some time abroad and gain knowledge abroad. But if you don't have the possibility of going back and bring back the know-how, the knowledge that you acquired abroad, that is a waste for Italy as a country. If I had a piece of advice for anybody coming to North America, is that if you want to live the so-called American dream, you have to build it. Nobody is gonna give you anything for granted, and you're gonna build it day by day. You're gonna put a lot of effort in it, because that's what the American dream is. The American dream is having a possibility